Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy first day of September. How's everybody doing this morning? Hopefully, you're all enjoying your weekend. Hopefully, you're all enjoying your day. What is up, everyone? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Folks, we are 8 subs away from 900. So if there's 8 of you out there that are watching this for the first time, make sure you all hit that subscribe button, join in on the conversation. Let's get this channel to 900. Let's start the month off with 900 subs, and let's work our way towards 1,000. But shout out to everybody in the chat. I'll say what's up to the folks in the chat. Again, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it if you're over watching this on X, come over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. But let's say what's up to the chat real quick. We got John, the Beagle Dad. What's up, John? How's it going? Ken, what's going on? Shia, as my guy Ace says. What's up, Ace? Thanks for tuning in, bro. How you doing? Make sure you all subscribe to the Ace Avenue. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post his link right now. So go subscribe to his page. Let's get his channel growing. Does a really good job over there calling Yankees games. Cool dude. We'll love to jump on with him on his channel one day. Hopefully I can get him to jump on with me on here one day. I think it'd be awesome to have him and talk some Yankees baseball. So overall, cool dude, man. So shout out to you, Ace. My guy, Anthony Garcia. Que lo que? What's going on, Ken? Or Anthony, what is up? What is up? How's it going? Rodney, what's up, Rodney? What's going on? Dev Finch, what up, Dev? Lou, what's going on, Lou? Nosebleed, what's up, man? Missed you yesterday. So hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you had a good day, enjoying your weekend. What's going on, Nosebleed? Ronald, what's up? Erika, what's up, Erika? Good morning to you. Sean Browning, what's up? How's it going? But shout out to everybody in the chat. So, I'm sure you all heard about the moves that went down. I know there's a lot of fans there that are infuriated with some of these moves. And yes, Jason Dominguez has not been called up. Jason Dominguez has not been called up. We got TC Steele's in the building. What's up, TC? Rob is in the building. What's up, Rob? How's it going? But I know a lot of fans are not happy with that Dominguez hasn't been called up. So the Yankees called up Ron Marinaccio, Duke Ellis, who they acquired off waivers recently from the Mariners, and also they called up Scott Efros, and then they designated Josh Masachowski. I'm probably butchering that last name for assignment. They DFA'd him. So those are the 3 names I got called up: Rizzo, Duke Ellis, Scott Efros, Ron Marinaccio. Rizzo so those guys got called up. Listen, I was seeing some of the comments about Rizzo being not being a savior. Listen, I don't expect this guy to be a savior. I hope he can contribute, and I hope he could contribute more than DJ has. So, what up, Bronx Bombers? How's it going? So, look, I think Dominguez, he could still be called up. Maybe he gets called up later in the season. He's still eligible for the playoffs, so they can still call him up then. But, it doesn't sound like, if he was called up, of course, fans are going to want him to play every day. Fans were ready to move on from Alex Verdugo, which I don't think that's going to happen, at least not now. There's no way that's going to happen. So, let's see what happens. All right. Let's see what happens. I mean, they got some reinforcements back. I'm not necessarily in panic mode. The Yankees are still up 1.5 games in first place. I know it's not a lot, but they're still in first place. The Orioles, luckily, they lost yesterday to the Rockies, 7-5. So that's good news. Let's see what the Yankees do this afternoon. They are playing against the St. Louis Cardinals. The lineup is already out, and we'll talk about the lineup, get everybody's thoughts on it. Of course, give our predictions. But way to put a brave face on this message. Well, you know something, Ronnie. I mean, if you saw what I did every day, I can't show signs of panic. So I gotta even when I'm getting hurt or hit, like I gotta still show that I'm still in it. So, or if I'm being put in a submission, I still got to show that I got some fight in me. So, yeah, I could keep a brave face. I have no problem. I have no problems doing that. But that's me. That's me. But again, folks, I do understand. I do understand that a lot of you are not happy about Dominguez not being called up. I do get it. But maybe you could go tell me to kick rocks. You could tell me to piss off. You can tell me, hey, I don't care. But my thing is that with Dominguez, they could be trying to preserve his rookie status. Okay. They could be trying to preserve his rookie status because so far he's had, I believe, 35 at-bats at the major league level. If you called him up and let's just say you played him every day, right? Let's just say you did play him every day. You DFA Verdugo or you bench Verdugo. If you play him every day, he gets 4 or 5 at-bats. That's going to put him at 130 at-bats or more, and he's going to fall into rookie eligibility. The Yankees could be trying to save that. Yankees could still call him up, later. They could call him up a week later or a couple of weeks later. I think they're just trying to preserve his service time. That's why I think he doesn't come up. And let's just say he does. Let's just say they did bring him up. I mean, we would want him. We would, of course, us fans, we would want him to play every day. But what if he didn't play every day? What if in some games he was riding the bench? Right? What if in some games he was riding the bench? Then what? Then it's going to kind of turn into this Ben Rice, DJ LeMahieu situation where people are just like, why is DJ in the lineup? Right? Why is DJ in the lineup and not Ben Rice? So there's going to be that question, right? What if he doesn't get playing time every day? I'm just trying to think of different scenarios. I'm not saying that I'm right on this. I'm just trying to tell you what I'm thinking, what I think, what I'm thinking from the Yankees perspective. And I know a lot of you are not going to agree with it, and that's fine. I can't tell you what to agree with and what not to agree with. So, the thing is, if I'd rather see Jason Dominguez personally. I'd rather see him play every day. But with Verdugo being on this team right now, I don't see that. Verdugo is not. I mean, one other thing I'm gonna say too that people aren't gonna like. Verdugo is not gonna be playing every day, or Verdugo is not going anywhere. He's not being DFA'd. There's no way that this guy's getting DFA'd. So he's on this team. He's on this team. Whether we like it or not, he's on this team. So what up, Jared? How's it going? Good morning to you. Demon D, what's up? But all we can with these call-ups, like I said, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Barry, so what's going on? The bats that are, or the players that have come up, Anthony Rizzo, Scott Efros, Ron Marinaccio, Duke Ellis, Josh Masachowski, which I'm probably butchering his last name, has been DFA'd. Will Warren and Ben Rice have been sent back down to AAA. So yeah, I mean, Dominguez, listen, let the way I see it too, let Dominguez continue playing in the minors. Let him continue developing. Let him continue getting better. I know he's been killing it down there. I know he's been absolutely killing it down there. So, he'll get his chance. I still think he will get his chance. And if I'm wrong, you can come after me. That's fine. But I think he'll still get called up, whether it's a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a few weeks. He's still, he's also still eligible for the playoffs. Okay, he could be called up for the playoff roster. So, let's just see what happens. In the meantime, let's see what the Yankees can do moving forward. All right, there's 26 games left. There's still, I don't want to say there's a lot of baseball to be played, but the games are winding down, folks. The games are winding down. And, September is going to be a very crucial month. This is a very crucial month. They got to win as many games as possible because August did not exactly go as I had hoped, right? On paper, they had a much easier schedule, but they unfortunately did not live up to some of the expectations. There was games that they should have won, but they didn't. It is what it is. These things do happen, right? What's up, Heme? How's it going? We got to see what September. Yeah, Rodney, as any of us had hoped, but let's see what happens September. I mean, September is going to be a little harder. As far as on paper goes, it's going to be a little harder than August. They have the Reds. They have a 4-game set against the Red Sox. Back it up, Binge. What's up, my friend? How are you? I don't want Kimbrel. You could ask everybody else in the chat. I don't want Kimbrel. You guys could keep him. TC says we still have Schmidt, Poteet, Hamilton, Birdie, and Trevino to be called up. Good luck getting them all on the roster. They're going to find a way to get some of these guys on the roster. And Hamilton had a little bit of a setback. He had some back spasms. So I don't know what his status looks like right now, but he had some back spasms. He got pulled out of the game. So, there's going to be other roster moves there, TC. What they're going to do, I don't know. But this team is going to look – there's going to be some moves. This team's going to look different, When Boone said that Dominguez was being considered for being a September call-up, I know Dominguez wasn't going anywhere. What pisses fans off is the front office. Well, I watched people's words there, Ken. When Boone said Dominguez was being considered, to me, it just tells me, there's a 50-50 chance of him being called up. I had no expectations of him being called up. If he got called up, great. If not, then oh well, only so much we can do as fans. And good morning to you, Infernus. Good morning. Get your cup of coffee. Yes. Good morning to you, Infernus. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Oh, okay. Kramer and Urias Eflin back today for you guys. Well, that's good news for you guys. That's cool. The employer in you, but have you ever thought about how much money a minor leaguer makes a year versus a major leaguer a day? I'd be pissed if I saw Duke called up. I guess where are you going with this? And shout out to Rodney Green for gifting a Strike Zone membership. Rodney, you're the man, bro. You are the man. So anybody who is in the chat, if you got a Strike Zone membership, if you're in the chat, make sure you thank Rodney. So very generous of you, bro. Thank you so much, man. You've been a huge supporter, one of the biggest supporters on this channel. I do thank you. Thank everybody for their support. But yeah, you've been awesome, dude. Thank you. Rodney, I see your comment. Oh, you're funny. These guys. Well, Joe, I mean, like I said, if I don't know how much of the conversation you caught, but good morning to you. But I was saying they're probably they're probably preserving his service time is what I'm thinking. I'm in for a show tomorrow night. What do you mean? What do you mean, Rodney? What's going on tomorrow night? Well, I know I'm doing something tomorrow night. Is there something else going on? Hey, we got Bernie Williams in the building. Always love seeing my favorite player, Bernie Williams, number 51, Bernie. Oh, bro, yo, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Raw tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm going with a couple of people I know that I train with. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm certainly looking forward to it. So absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, no, I understand Bronx Bombers. I mean, I think the team chemistry is still fine. Yeah, Dio Harris, what's up? He says, "Who needs Dominguez when you've got Verdugo and DJ?" That's funny. Yeah, well, DJ's at least riding the bench today. Um, nice, Rodney, nice. But like I was saying, I think let's see what this team does. All right, let's see what they do. There's definitely going to be some other changes, some other roster moves that are going to happen once guys like Nick Birdie, John Birdie get back. Right, once Clark Schmidt, Luis Hill, once they get back, Luis Hill is having his rehab assignment today, so he'll be pitching today. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's just hope that at least for today, let's hope the Yankees can win this rubber game. All right, they almost won yesterday. They almost made a comeback. That was a hell of a pinch hit from Giancarlo Stanton yesterday. Just almost a grand slam, just wasn't enough. But let's see what they do today, right? And with that being said, let's pull up the lineup. Let's talk about the lineup. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. So here's the lineup here, folks. Gleyber Torres leading off, batting second base. Juan Soto batting second, playing right field. Aaron Judge, our captain, batting third, playing center field. Austin Wells at the dish, batting cleanup. Giancarlo Stanton batting DH. He'll be DHing. He'll be batting fifth. Jazz Chisholm Jr. batting sixth, playing third base. Anthony Rizzo, or no, batting sixth. Anthony Rizzo batting seventh, playing first base. Anthony Volpe batting eighth, playing shortstop. Alex Verdugo batting ninth, playing left field. And on the mound today, folks, it is Nestor Cortez. What do you all think about this lineup? And I see a few other folks that came in. Ronnie says, nice lineup. Yeah, maybe Albert. I don't know. But referee about Rizzo coming back with Warner. Well, I think referee, I hear you. I think we all knew that, right? That Rizzo was coming back. I think that was inevitable. I think Rice was going to get sent down for sure. I mean, unfortunately, he, didn't play the way we had hoped. I was hoping he would have some better at bats. He was given opportunity. I know some fans may think that he wasn't given a lot of opportunity. I wish he played a lot better. That way we didn't have to have this conversation about Anthony Rizzo. I just hope that Rizzo can be a contributor. Prior to his injury, he wasn't having a great season. I just hope that he can still be a contributor to this team. At least have better production than DJ. Reverse batter hits the ball to the Yankee shortstop. Wow. All right. That's an interesting stat. I never even thought about that, man. Well, Jared hates the lineup. Yeah, Verdugo's in it. Well, what up, AJ? El Papi Chulo, what's up? What up, Willard? How's it going? Yeah, well, yeah. You know what? I like this lineup too. I like this lineup too. Let's see what Cortez could do. Cortez has looked solid in his last few outings. Let's see what he can do. And yeah, Willard, the Astros have been playing quite well. So hopefully, for your sake as an Astros fan, hopefully they continue playing well. I think they will. They're probably going to finish at the top of the division if I was a person that was a betting if I was a betting man, but I'm not a betting man, but I'm confident that they could probably finish at the top of the division. Yeah, Poppy Chulo, he'll be gone after the season. Verdugo, and then you'll see Jason Dominguez be the everyday left fielder going into next season. So, yeah, lineup is fine, but what do we always say, Ken? Situational hitting, situational hitting, situational hitting, right? This is what we're something that you always talk about, and it's absolutely true, right? The Yankees, again, yesterday's game, they almost made a comeback, and it was all hits, by the way. All the runs were scored on hits. I don't think the Yankees hit a single home run yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. But every one of their runs was based on what was hits. All right. Blocking Dominguez. I mean, Dominguez was also coming back from Tommy John. He had Tommy John surgery in the offseason. So even if they didn't get Verdugo, I mean, Dominguez wasn't going to be able to start on time there, Patrick. Even if they wanted him to be the everyday left fielder going into this season. Yeah, well, you'll be hearing it plenty more there, my friend. You'll be hearing it plenty more. Yeah, 2 through 6, Robert. I think it could absolutely be killer. Soto, Judge, Wells, Stanton, and Chisholm. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What up, Ray? How's it going? I believe Houston and Yankees will meet in playoffs. Plus, yeah, Willard, they could very well meet in the playoffs. Of course, when the playoffs start, anything is possible. Any team could play. You just you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, well, he was very productive in the month of August. There's no denying that. He played some great baseball, and in the month of August, and he's been great at the leadoff spot. He's been hitting better at the leadoff spot, and I like where I like what his approach. I like his mentality. So let's see what he does September. But it's he's not going to be a Yankee next season. Yeah, well, he's not going to get the money from the Yankees, that's for sure. He certainly has cost himself millions of dollars. So, um, only if he was playing consistently well in the beginning of the season, right? If he was playing like that, like he was in August, it would have been great. But unfortunately, not the case. But what are you going to do? So again, I like this lineup. I do like this lineup. I'm okay. I'm good with it. So well, Jared, if you feel like they lost already, man, then respectfully don't watch the game. You know, you're talking about Glaber Torres there, Rodney. So I think he will because the qualifying offer going into this offseason for players that are free agents, it's going to be like 21 million. I don't see the Yankees offering him that. There's no way they offer him 21 million. Referee, I absolutely agree. And that is going to be their biggest, that is going to be their top priority. That will be their top priority. So be ready, folks. Be ready. I mean, the Yankees are going to do everything they can to re-sign him, and the fans of right field are definitely making it known. That's for sure. You know, I'm curious to see what this guy is going to get paid, what kind of contract he's going to get. But I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, he absolutely needs to be signed back. So I hope he does get back. But I did take the lineup off the screen. I do like the lineup. All right. Again, I know I've said it already, but I do like the lineup. This is a solid lineup. Let's see what Rizzo does in his first game back. I don't expect him to be some sort of savior, but I hope he has better production than DJ. That's all I can ask for from Rizzo at this point. He's not the Anthony Rizzo of the past. His best days are behind him. It stinks, but it happens to all good players. You know, we see that with DJ, and we've seen that with other Yankees players in the past, right? So let's see what happens. You know, but I do have a special guest in the back, and he wanted to come up and hang out, and I want to get his thoughts. I'm sure he's got his opinions, so. My boy Ace is in the back. You want to come up? You ready to go, man? Cool. He's giving me the thumbs up, my man. But let's all welcome the Ace Avenue to the chat. Shout out to my guy Ace, who does an amazing job calling Yankees games. Folks, make sure you all subscribe to his channel. Does an awesome job over there. So let's support our guy here. But how are you this morning, man?
I'm great, man. Before we get started, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay. Because you come on my channel, since I got that latest StreamYard update,
Yeah.
if it starts glitching a little bit on my audio end, just turn on some background music, and for some reason, StreamYard fixes it all right up. But, if you can hear me okay, it's all good to go.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. Well, at least I was doing well until I woke up this morning. I thought, an awful August on my channel. I called it an Aug ass, excuse my language, but I was like, a month where we had a very favorable schedule. 14 and 12 is what we finished at in a month where it's like, you know what? We had an easy schedule, gained some ground on Baltimore. Now, granted, we did gain some ground on Baltimore. We're up a game and a half. We were down, going into the month. But, woke up this morning to texts from my nephew and Max Coverage. Shout outs to Max Coverage TV as well.
Yeah.
And they were just like, man. And the news on Jason Dominguez is crazy because, like, I kind of knew it was coming because I was texting my nephew and Max at the same time. I was like, don't be surprised if he doesn't get called up. I thought it was going to be for John Birdie, though. I thought they were going to bring up Birdie instead of Dominguez. But what not a good start to the day, but let's just hope it pans out.
Yeah, no, there was definitely a lot of pissed off Yankees fans when Dominguez's name was not mentioned as far as one of the call-ups, but I'm not entirely surprised. I know when Aaron Boone was asked about Dominguez being maybe one of the call-ups, he said, he's in the conversation. So you gotta look at the words, because to me that tells me there's a 50-50 chance. So please do not expect this guy to be called up. Pay attention to the words, because that's where I was like, okay, he may not get called up. I'm a different kind of fan. I don't know. But I was like, okay, if this guy doesn't get called up, I'm not going to be surprised. But at the same time, I'm not going to be super upset either. I really am not. Like, I know a lot of fans are. I want to see him come up, okay? Like, don't get me wrong. I do want to see this guy come up. I want him to come up. I think he could be a great contributor. He's got a lot of potential. He's full of excitement. But I always say, if he gets called up, I ask fans, be patient, because how it is, man. Because last season, right, Volpe got called up, didn't exactly have a great rookie season. not his fault. I'm not gonna go, attack him for that. It was his first season. It was possibly in one of the worst years that the Yankees have had. But you can't expect him. I wasn't expecting Dominguez to be like this savior, because he's not gonna. He doesn't solve all of the Yankees' problems. There's other things that the Yankees have to work on too, right? Dominguez is absolutely going to be a contributor. But when I start hearing from folks about him being compared to like Mickey Mantle, I'm like, all right, let's pump the brakes a little bit. We gotta manage our expectations. With
it's the same
Dominguez.
thing when they try to do with Volpe and Jeter. You know
Thank
what I'm saying?
you.
Like,
yes.
The thing is, like, you got to let these players pan out. I'm not looking for Jason Dominguez to be a savior, but I am looking for him to be an upgrade over what we have already in left field, which is anybody. Me and you can go out there and maybe be an upgrade in left field over Alex Verdugo's bat, dude. Like, he has just been atrocious as of late. Like, there was a time where he was the worst hitter in the league. He still might be, but it's just, as Yankee fans, like, it's okay to say, temper your expectations, which is what we should do as Yankee fans, because like when Max Goodman had made that tweet a couple of days ago that they were taking it into consideration is when the first red flag went up for me as well. And that's when I was like, don't be surprised if he doesn't get called up and John Birdie gets called up, because they're when Aaron Boone says it's right in front of us, he means the deception is right in front of us. They like to do that. And that's what I'm saying. The transparency is what, like I had seen Ken say this earlier, not being fully transparent with the organization, like whenever it comes to injuries and now this, is kind of what frustrates fans the most. If they would have just said, you know what, we're not going to bring up Jason Dominguez, you know what I'm saying, we don't think that he's quite ready, we would understand it. But then we're looking at them put out Verdugo out consistently every day. And that's what's the most frustrating, because he's not producing, yet they have this blind loyalty to a guy that's not even going to be on the team next year. And that's what's the most frustrating. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, okay, but so let me say this. If the Yankees came right out and said, we're not calling up Dominguez, fans would have been pissed.
So, yeah, but not, it would have had time to kind of dissipate, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they started winning, because winning is the ultimate advantage at the end of the day. But it's the fact that how you're struggling against teams like the Angels, you're struggling against teams like the Nationals, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then obviously it's a big tease with bringing him up for the one game, and like he faced the best pitcher in the league, then all of a sudden he's back down. Yeah, I get it. It's frustrating, but transparency is key in my opinion.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, and I do agree. Like I do get annoyed with the fact that Verdugo, his at bats have not been productive. That's been frustrating to watch. But his defense, and I said this on your show yesterday. I do appreciate his defense, because the Yankees have had garbage for defense in left field in the past. I mean, we all saw who they had. Aaron Hicks, Joey Gallo. No, thank you. I'm glad they're not on the team.
We didn't have left fielders.
IKF, I mean, I don't want IKF in left field. I don't mean any disrespect towards IKF. Actually, IKF grew on me because he was a guy that played every day and, put his head down and just played, didn't complain about anything. But Verdugo's defense is valuable in that left field. That's my whole thing with Verdugo. So that's where I'm at with at least with Verdugo. But his at bats need to be better. I don't see it improving personally. I hope I'm proven wrong. I really do. But even if Dominguez got called up, I don't think he was going to get played every day. Yeah. There's just no way. I don't see this team moving on, DFAing Verdugo or sending Grisham back down. Not yet. But I see Grisham being sent back down because he does have an option. I see that happening before Verdugo being DFA'd, because Verdugo is going to be on this play. He's going to be on the roster, whether we like it or not.
Oh, absolutely.
But, yeah. So, but real quick, before I get your thought, I got one other person waiting in the back. Erika is waiting in the back. She wanted to come on. I'm sure she's got some words. So, Erika, you good to go? All right, she's ready to go. I don't know if you two ever met, but Erika, Ace.
Hey,
so
Ace, how's it going?
Nice to meet you. How you doing? I've been admiring your guitar collection like everybody else has.
All right, there you go. There you go.
Oh man, the pressure. Every time somebody mentions the guitar, I'm like, damn, I gotta eventually play that, right?
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing?
We're
Good.
chilling.
How are
We're
you?
good. How are you? We were just talking about the call ups and talking a little bit about obviously Dominguez not being called up, fans pissed off. I know you're not too thrilled about it. I want to say so.
Yeah.
Let me. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
So now that I've kind of calmed down a little bit, I'm looking at it from like a business point of view, or just like as an owner. So
Mhm.
Verdugo's your guy, and you guys mentioned the left field glove, like that's very key for a team that's defense is already awful as well, at least in the infield. Um, but and what's crazy is he's getting hot at the right time. If you actually look, I think in the last 7 games he's batting over 300. So it's like one of those things where it's like, of course, now right around the corner of the September call-ups. Now he's decided to get hot, and then it's like it buys Verdugo time, kind of like when DJ gets a hit. If he has a multi-hit game, I always say, well, DJ just bought himself another week of starts, like just because
Same.
they see it once and they're like, oh well, we can't touch it now, you know. And I also get like Jason's not going to get everyday starts, and that could be detrimental to his development, So having him be able to play every day in AAA, like I understand all of that, but I do hate hearing maybe it's for rookie preservation status. Why? I thought September doesn't even affect that. I thought it doesn't count towards your rookie status if you get called up in September. And he got called up in September last season, and it would have been a September call up this year. And it's all for what? For a draft pick? Because if he wins rookie of the year, like is that really what it is? What are like that? That's why I don't understand the rookie preservation thing. Maybe it's because I'm not knowledgeable enough on it, but I just hate hearing that part. And like you said, Ace, I just want more transparency. But to me, and then so now I'll go into like what I was thinking of initially. I'm like, Verdugo has had countless chances to prove himself that he's going to be turning it around since June, and he hadn't done it. You know what I mean? Verdugo wouldn't even be here if Dominguez didn't get hurt, because if that was Dominguez's spot before the offseason and then the whole injury. So to me, I was just like, why isn't Dominguez getting called up? So before this week, he was batting 196. He sucks against lefties. You have Dominguez who could switch hit. It's just like there's those few things where I was like, I don't understand why we're not getting like having him called up. But again, I'm calm about it, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, we need these guys to do their job, and they really haven't been doing it. So all we can hope for is that the same thing we've been hoping for month after month is that they can turn it on at the right time, because it's September. You're losing silly games. If we lose this series again at home, like I have no hope other than that no other team is really going out there and demolishing the competition other than really the Diamondbacks and probably Houston.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everything you said,
Go ahead, Ace.
everything you said, you hit spot on. I'm right there with you. This just feels like one of those moves where it's like, we're going to plan for the future, but we should be trying to win today. Because guess what? At the end of the day, Soto is not guaranteed to be here next year. Do I think he's going to be a Yankee? I think so. Absolutely. I think it's about a good 90% chance that he, dons the pinstripes next year. But this doesn't feel like all-in type moves compiled with the deadline that we had. Outside of Jazz, like this deadline was atrocious. Mark Leiter Jr. looks like, expletive deleted. I don't want to curse on your channel. If this was mine, I'd be going in. Obviously we already cut De Los Santos, stuff like that. But these two types of things that the Yankees do just make me feel like they're really not all in. Why are you planning for the future when you should be worrying about the now? Like you said, every team in the league is kind of scuffling. I don't think we're going to have a 100-win team this season. So you have to take advantage of it right now. Jason Dominguez gives you the better opportunity. And even if he comes up and struggles a little bit, I'd rather see him struggle consistently than see Alex Verdugo struggle consistently, because we already know what we're getting out of him, out of Verdugo. Dominguez needs to come up here, needs to get the time. It's to the point that you had made last year. What about last year when he came up? You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't worried about all that rookie stuff last year. Why are you worried about it this year when it seems like an all-in type move? Me as a Yankee fan, like I said, I can't speak for anybody else. I'd be a little disappointed if we only got to see really one game of Dominguez and Soto together this year, because like I said, it's not guaranteed that Soto will come back. So you have to take full advantage of this entire season and kind of just start making the all-in type moves.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that Dominguez would benefit with playing side by side with Soto, because like you said, it isn't guaranteed. But I don't know what they're thinking. Ye- I don't know. I don't know. NFP, my bad.
All good. No, you all give some solid takes. Listen, I understand we all want, I myself included, I want Dominguez up here, but I'm sure there's reasons why they haven't called him up. And even if I just get the feeling, like I said before, like he may not even get playing time every day. He'd be riding the bench. So maybe in the back of their mind, since they still have Verdugo, they still have Grisham, let Dominguez get the playing time at AAA. I think he's going to get called up. He's still eligible for the playoff roster. They could still call him up for the playoffs, so we could see him then too. They could. I do see an avenue where they send Grisham back down. They call up Dominguez, and you'll see Dominguez and Verdugo in the same roster. So I don't know. I don't know what the Yankees are going to do, but I didn't think he was going to get called up personally. I think that was just wishful thinking on a lot of people's part. But I know it's an all-in win now, but I did see a comment from someone saying that this comment right here actually by Aaron Rodgers. He was saying Rich is from Empire State of Baseball. So he said he was the first to say it, but doesn't think that this is an all-in year. It felt like it was to show Soto it's like what it's like to be a Yankee and to get a step up on other teams. I don't know that I buy into that. Respectfully, I like Rich, and Rich gives some solid takes. I like where his mind is, but I don't know that I agree with that. They got and to me, I think they got Juan Soto with the mentality, with the mindset of, this is an all-in year. We want to do something this year so we could show Juan Soto that, hey, we're serious, right? But I don't think Soto inevitably. I think he was gonna he was gonna test the free agent market. There's no doubt about that. But I think he'll be back. But you never know, right? You never know. Free agency is funny, but I think like I said, I'm not all that surprised that Dominguez was not called up. He could still get called up. I think he will get called up. I don't think it was just going to happen today. That's my take on it.
But if it doesn't happen today, why are you going to do it 2 weeks before the playoffs? And that just doesn't make sense
to preserve his at bats. So
even if he wouldn't play every day, right? Because you just naturally he's not going to play every day when you have Verdugo on the bench. But even if he played 20 or 25 of those games, he can't hit 130 at bats. I did the math. If you do 4, there's 26 games, 26 times 4 at bats, average, right? What you get in a game. He's not going to start all 26 games. So you can't hit the 130 at bats.
I believe it's cumulative because he had
or 40.
Say it again.
Even with his 35 that he has already.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't hit it.
I mean, if he played every day, he would definitely hit it. But if he wasn't playing every day, then what's going to happen? He's going to ride the bench. He doesn't get the playing time. But then fans are going to start complaining about him not playing every day. So we're kind of back to where we were with like Ben Rice, DJ. So,
but like we're saying, right now you're prioritizing a rookie status over wins.
Yep. Look, even with that, it's as simple as anybody can get hurt too. Like we're not guaranteed to have these guys even for those length of at bats. You know what I'm saying? Like bring him up now, live in the moment, worry about winning this game right now by bringing up the best players. Our August was awful. It really was. We finished 2 games over 500 with a very easy schedule. Now we're at the point where Baltimore has an easy schedule. We like, as much as Boone says it's right in front of us, all jokes aside, we do control our own destiny if we play well. So the best players have to play at the end of the day. This move just shows me where it's like the Yankees, the things that they do with Verdugo, the things that they do with Jason Dominguez, things they do with Jose Trevino. Like I was listening a couple weeks ago when Erika made that point of Trevino came up and he's splitting time with, Wells. It just goes to show me they're prioritizing the loyalty over playing the best players, which the Yankees seem to do everything so half-ass backwards. We're like one of the only teams that are like not progressive with it. Play like other teams around the league are playing their young stars. Look at Jackson Holiday, even though he's had his ups and downs, but he's playing every day. Now they did do it with Volpe last year, but give these guys time to get acclimated to the pros because baseball is not a sport where you can be inserted and everybody be successful right away. You need to have these guys time to get, like I said, acclimated to the system. And you never know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he gets hot and he rises to the playoffs because we see it all the time in baseball. It's always one unsung guy that comes through, gets hot on a team and starts, contributing, and that team gets hot. But the Yankees just seem to be so stuck in their ways all the time, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. I'm looking at the chat, and it's just a lot of, he won't be playing every day. It'll stunt his development. But my thing is that you rather have Verdugo outside of his last 7 games. You rather have Verdugo. Why not just try something different? Like, why are they so married to it has to be Verdugo every day when he has, again, not shown anything to us since June, really? Like, he made that dog comment. He had a pretty solid first month and a half, and then it was just like downhill. So if he does come up here, why not play him every day? And see if we could pull out some wins and lengthen this lineup a little bit. It's all a gamble, right? Because he could come up, he could play every day, and he could crap the bed, and then we look like idiots. But I'd rather see that, like you were saying, than keep riding out Verdugo, riding out DJ LeMahieu. Like this whole riding it out thing with a team that's a game and a half up that has a chance to really separate themselves from the Orioles if they really wanted to, and they just don't make the moves to do it. It took a Trevino injury to prove our points that Wells has a higher offensive ceiling than Trevino. But before that, because he wasn't getting the time to play and he was splitting time or having less time than Trevino, everyone's like, Wells sucks because he has a 196 batting average. Hey, buddy, he's been one of the best offensive catchers, I think second, right? Or rookies, one of the two, since I think June. So it's just like, why not? It almost feels like sometimes that front office, they're just like, they don't make moves to spite the fan base. Sometimes feels like that. And maybe I'm taking it too personally, but it just feels like they think we're idiots.
They definitely think we're dumb. They definitely think they're the smartest people in the room. That's without a doubt.
But anyway, I don't want to harp on this. I know they have a game. I'm happy Rizzo's back.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Like I said, we could talk about this for hours. We could talk about this all day, but we'll probably be here for 10 hours talking about it, right? But whether we like the moves or don't like the moves, it is what it is. We just have to, as fans, we don't have to accept it, but we got to accept it. They made the moves. That's it. It's like, they're not going to they're not going to listen to us, fans. Let's be honest. All right. That's the thing. We're fans at the end of the day. The only thing we could hope for that this team, and I know we don't like to hear that. You don't like to hear that, but it's true though. I want a championship. I want this team to win games. I want it badly. I want it, but they're going to do what they're going to do. That's it. That's what the front office is going to do. They're going to do whatever they feel like it is right in their minds, right? So, but yeah, there's certain things that they can't fool us with. There's no doubt there. But
I think what makes it worse is that the person that got called up in place of him is a guy that they got off of waivers 2 weeks ago named Duke Ellis for speed purposes. Like, he's only going to come in. It's Jahmai Jones 2.0. He's only going to come in when Stanton hits a freaking double and they need somebody to run for him. Like, so I think that's really what it is. It's like, Duke, who the hell is Duke? We don't even know. We didn't know who this guy was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I definitely didn't know who he was. But Ace, your thoughts?
I mean, like I said, this organization at times just seems like their clown show. Like they just really, they try to deceive us, stuff like that. But like you said, we have to focus on the people that are on this lineup. So this lineup today, I'm saying, like, obviously we're going to get a heavy platoon of, Rizzo and DJ LeMahieu at first, depending on righty-lefty matchup. I like the upgrade of Rizzo over, and I have, like I said, I had said in my stream yesterday, I always have a weak spot for left-handed first baseman because it's just easier to apply that tag on the pickoff, easier to do a double play. So, I want Rizzo to succeed, especially because, it's Judge's boy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see them out at Wimbledon, they're having a good time, stuff like that. So, I'm never going to root for our guys to fail that are being put out there. I just need them to start stepping up. I'm looking at guys like Gleyber Torres, who has stepped up over the last couple months. I am a big guy that has always kicked Gleyber to the moon. You know what I'm saying? This year, he, like you had said earlier, NFE, Gleyber cost himself some money by having a bad year this year. But he has an opportunity to pick things up and get hot at the right time since being inserted in that leadoff spot. Yesterday was really the only time that I thought Gleyber didn't do a good job at the leadoff spot because he's going up there swinging he had 2 pitches, 2 outs. Be patient up there, especially with Soto. You have a good opportunity with Soto, who drives at the pitch count. And if you drive at the pitch count to get the opposing pitcher into like pitch number 20, 25 in the first inning, you know what I'm saying? But Gleyber Torres has done a good job. I'm looking at guys like Volpe to continue to be somewhat consistent. Volpe is a very up and down, shaky hitter. You know what I'm saying? He's either hot, he gets hot with the hottest, 21 game hitting streak, then he gets cold with the coldest. You know what I'm saying? Verdugo, in the 9 spot, what can we really expect from him? Like, you can't put him any lower than 9, so you kind of just take what you can get out of him. But Austin Wells needs to continue to rake. I think Giancarlo Stanton needs to get more time because yesterday's game, man, he was this close away from tying that ball game up. We'd probably be having a whole different discussion right now. But I'm looking at the guys in the lineup just to step up. It's as simple as that. Aaron Judge and Juan Soto, this series have kind of been a little shaky. But yeah, guys just need to step up.
Yeah, and with Verdugo, again, you mentioned his last 7 games. I think was it you or Erika? I don't know who it was, but it was Erika. Sorry. So last 7 games, batting average, 26 at bats, 346 batting average in the last 7 games. I don't know about you folks, but I think that's quite an improvement over 7 games. Yeah, it's small. It's a small sample size, sure, but I'll take that. If he can continue building on that, then great. If he can just continue having better at plate appearances, I'll take it. But we need that from Verdugo though. His defense is phenomenal. I have no complaints about his defense because he's been an upgrade in that left field, which the Yankees haven't had in a long time. And I think, honestly, I think the Yankees got him for his defense, not so much his bat. I knew his bat wasn't like anything spectacular, but they needed somebody in left field. I just wanted him to be a contributor. With Rizzo, same thing. With him being back, I don't think he's going to be a savior. But as long as he can contribute more than what DJ has contributed, sign me up all day. Right. I wish that we weren't having that conversation. I wish it was the conversation about Ben Rice playing first base and playing freaking well. But Ben Rice, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but his bat has cooled off. When he hit that 3 home run game against Boston, after that, he wasn't the same. And people want to say that he wasn't getting enough at bats. And no, he's gotten a lot of at bats. He just wasn't producing. Same with DJ. So take your pick. Who do you want, DJ or Ben Rice? I just there's really slim pickings there at first base. First base is a little bit of a weak position. So I'm honestly a little worried about first base. I think the outfield is solid defensively. The infield defensively is not great. I hope Rizzo can be somewhat of an upgrade in that infield as far as defense goes. And his bat, I hope he's got to contribute better than what DJ has contributed at the plate. Because, oh my God, it pains me with DJ because he was once a great freaking player, man. But his age and injuries caught up with him, unfortunately. And real quick, I got Rodney Green gifting another membership. Shout out to you, my guy. And then Ken gifting a membership. So if you are in the chat and got a gift from either one of these guys, make sure you thank them. I mean, Nosebleed, if you want to join, you're welcome to join anytime, my friend. No pressure. But as far as today's game goes, because I always like to do predictions. You all know how I like to do it. So Nestor Cortez on the mound, right? He's looked pretty solid, actually, in his last couple of starts. He's looked good. What do y'all think for Nestor? What do you think Nestor's going to do today? Folks in the chat, what do you think Nestor's going to do today?
Ladies first.
Yeah. Erika, go ahead. Yeah, ladies first.
Nestor doesn't pitch as good at home, right? So hopefully that narrative changes a little bit today. And his last outing, he got hit hard, man. He had a really good defense behind him. So, to me, it's hard with Nestor, right? Because I kind of wrote him off, and then he had those two really good starts. And then it hurts him because now we expect him to have these kinds of starts all the time. But I don't think that's really what he is. But I just need him to be able to keep their offense to only 3 runs. So this is always just like a random. We're just randomly throwing out numbers because we don't really know what's going to happen.
Right.
But if like what I would want from him, where I think the Yankees can actually win a game with his kind of outing, it would be 6 innings, 3 earned runs. He'll have like 5 strikeouts. Is there anything else that we guess? What else do we?
You said 6 innings, 3 earned runs, strikeouts and walks. What do you got for those?
Oh, he doesn't walk people. So 1 walk, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 6 innings. I'd be happy with that.
I'd be satisfied with that. What about you, Ace?
I like for him to flirt with a quality start. You know what I'm saying? Maybe give us about. I can see about 5 2/3. Give us about 5 2/3, maybe 6. Nestor Cortez maybe about 4 Ks, about 2 walks. To Erika's point, he did get hit hard his last start. The defense and the ballpark helped out exponentially. But he's gonna have to keep this team in the ballpark today. And I'm more or less looking for the bats to kind of get it going to carry it because, Nestor Cortez can come out here and maybe give up 3-4. But if the bats wake up, you know what I'm saying, it might not matter at the end of the day. As long as we get the W. But Cortez has been pitching well as of late. But he is somebody that can, like, get the switch flipped on him like that. But I want him to come out here and do well and continue to, because I was also somebody that earlier in the beginning of the year that also wrote up Nestor as somebody that might be off the team and out of here, but he's played well in his last 4 starts. So hopefully he can continue that today along with the bats getting going and get a W to start off September.
Yeah, for me, Nestor, he was the big question mark for me going into the season, but he's had his ups and downs. I'd say he's playing a lot better than I expected. I know his record doesn't say that, but there's also other things with his record too, because sometimes the bats didn't come through in those starts. So there's also that argument, right? But for me, I think Nestor, you know what? I think Nestor's going to go 6 solid innings. I'm going to give him 6 solid. That's my prediction. I think he'll give up 2 runs. You'll see, I'm going to go 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. That's what I got for Nestor. Folks in the chat dropping their predictions. So Zenley's got 6 4-earned runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts.
Look at Jared's prediction. Oh gosh.
Yeah, Jared. Jared's he could be a negative fan at times.
If that happens,
does happen.
That's gonna compile onto the shit day. If that happens, you're gonna hear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lou says 6 innings, 3 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. I mean, that I could personally see. Rodney says 7 innings, 2 walks, 3 runs. Hey, I'll take that from freaking Nestor. Why not? Yeah, Jared is pretty atrocious. I'm not going to read off those numbers, but there you go.
I don't think Nestor Cortez would have a chance to give up that much. No.
Nah.
No way.
I think he'll do better than that. 3 innings, 4 runs. Wow. All right. 3 innings, 4 runs. Come on, man. I understand. All right.
Low innings, but innings, but run wise, 4 runs isn't, the end of the world if the bats are coming together, but 3 innings is crazy.
Yeah, well, when 4 runs are scored on the Yankees, especially in the first couple of innings, the bats
bites at the bit to get into that bullpen. He's like, yo, I can't wait. Who can I bring out? Oh, Tim Mesa, start warming up. Get out there.
Nosebleed 6 says 6 innings pitched, 2 runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. I like if he couldn't do that, that would be awesome. But I guess now Jared is being a little more realistic. Yeah, I'll take that. And will it make any difference what Nasty does if the Yankees can't hit? Well, that's also important. If Nestor could do a really good job, and sometimes we've seen the pitching absolutely kill it, but the bats are non-existent. So, it does happen. But let's just hope for a solid performance from Nestor. I think he actually, funny enough, his couple of his home outings, he's not been great. He's actually pitched better away. Where early in the season, he pitched a lot better at the stadium than he did away from the stadium. So it's like the script kind of flipped a little bit on him. But let me ask you all this question. Double plays. How many do the Yankees hit into? All you are, huh?
Two. And
All
they
right.
hit the bases loaded at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got, Ace?
We know how we are with the situational at bats. I've been saying that for a long time.
Yeah.
It's like you get runners in scoring position, and they're like, hopefully it's not a big number today. I'm going to agree with Erika. Let's say 2 or less would be nice because we need to get some runs across the board and stop squandering these opportunities.
Yeah, I got 2. And what up, D-Rod? Welcome to the chat. What's going on, bro? John says 2. Nosebleed says 0. I hope you're right, Nosebleed. Mistro says 3. Rodney says 3. Zanley says 0. Yo, if they go 0, like I said, I'll take it.
Let me ask you guys something. What are the keys to today's game for a Yankee victory?
Keys
to the game for
keys to the game. Keys to the game. Yeah, Erika, all you.
We need our 2 and 3 guys to start mashing again. I know Soto had a good game the first game, but I feel like they've kind of slowed down a little bit in the last week, I would say. So I want to see some big at bats from Judge and Soto. I need Judge to hit a home run. It's been a while. It feels weird. Yeah. So I would say that, and man, bullpen, don't give up a run, because it feels like it's always that one extra run that they just give up that comes back to haunt us. Like the Yankees will somehow climb back late innings, and it's just like, if only they didn't give up that extra run out of the bullpen, or through an error. Yeah, and play clean baseball. Okay, those are my 3. Judge, let's get it going. Judge and Soto, please, again. Bullpen, don't give up a run, and play some clean baseball, because that's another thing that bites us. We were talking yesterday, NFE, that double play that didn't happen because Volpe bobbled the ball. It led to a 4-run inning, and that was really the difference in the game. So hopefully the infield could play a clean game.
Agreed.
Yeah, now for me, it's always, Ken always says it in the chat. It's just situational hitting. Like, make the best of every opportunity, especially with guys on base. How many games have we seen where the Yankees had the bases loaded in the first inning? It's like, okay, these guys are going to make something happen, and they only score 1 run. I'm like, it's pathetic. It's so lame, man. Like, I'm sick of seeing it. But situational hitting. That's the name of the game for me. That's always the key to the game, in my opinion. That's the key to this game too. It's no different. Because when it comes to situational hitting, they're very dependent on the home run ball. As much as I love the home run ball, it's great, but they still need to get those hits, which yesterday they did. When they almost made that comeback, I don't think there was a single home run in that game. And they did that on Friday too, on a cut in a few of those innings where, situational hitting, getting the guy over to third, hitting that sac fly, scoring the runner from third. So they did that they've done that a couple of times. So I want to see more of that. And infield, stop making stupid errors, like stop bobbling the ball, like get it together. It's mainly the infield that I'm concerned about. The infield needs to get it together. They need to be better placed on the field, because there's a lot of balls that get past them, which sometimes, in my opinion, I feel like they could make that play. They should be able to make that play, but they don't. So my main thing, though, is really situational hitting. That's my main thing for this game, because the Cardinals have they got some good players that could hit. They got some good players that can hit. Offensively, they got some guys. There's a few there's a couple of those guys I wouldn't mind the Yankees having, but yeah. So for me, long story short, I know it's kind of extended, but situational hitting for me. So that's where I'm at, Ace. What about you, bro?
I'm gonna go with getting off to an early lead. You got to think when we were successful in the first half, it's the first 2 months of the season, we were leading the league in first inning runs. Then it became the inverse through this struggle, you know what I'm saying, through the June, July struggle where, you know, we're falling from behind. And sometimes when this Yankee team falls from behind, we haven't really had that. We almost did yesterday. We almost had that big comeback, but that's the one thing that we've really lacked this season is that multi 3, 4, 5 run comeback. So when you can't do that, you have to get off to an early lead. So I'm looking for Nestor Cortez to come in first inning, shut it down, get some runs on the board. Would love to see a crooked number inning because it just builds momentum going forward instead of having to play from behind the 8 ball and then guys pressing. So getting off to an early lead. Also Judge and Soto get it going. They've been, you know, collectively a little bit quieter than I would actually like as of late. And then, like I said, the bullpen has shut it down. Jake Cousins should be able to pitch today. He didn't pitch yesterday's game. He should be able to go. He's been our best bullpen arm. Clay Holmes, you know, as of late, he's been better, but let's lock it down. So I'm looking at early lead, Judge and Soto to carry the teams today, and then the bullpen to shut it down.
I like it.
No doubt. Yeah, no, I'll take that, man. I'll take that. But let me ask this question now to all of you. Score predictions. What are we thinking? Go ahead. Yeah, all you, Erika.
It's literally just like a shot in the dark. Dude, I need the Yankees to go off today, man. 8-3.
8-3. All right.
I'm gonna go 6-4.
Please.
6-4.
6-4.
Yeah. I got. Let's see, 6-4, 8-3. I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna go 7-4. I'm gonna go 7-4. That's what I got. Some folks, let's see, 8-6, 7-1, 4-2. Ronnie's using reverse psychology. What's your reverse psychology score there, Ronnie? Because we know you love doing that. So, but yeah, I got 7-4. And Nosebleed saying 5-3. Rizzo and Judge home run. 9-2 from Jared. Yeah, I Judge. I hope he hits a home run. Is a lefty pitching today for the Cardinals? I don't think so.
I think that's who it is.
Also, what's the weather looking like? I know they're supposed to have some thunderstorms around the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock start time, but I'm trying to see if there's any updates.
Yeah, what's the weather like there, Erika?
Very humid. That's all I know.
Very humid.
There might be scattered storms, but it's like 40%.
Okay, it's a right-handed pitcher, by the way. I just looked it up real quick.
Yeah, Miko.
Yeah, we have a stretch of right-handers. We have 2 more to go before we get our potential next lefty. So.
Yeah. So they're playing a right-handed pitcher. Thankfully, this whole series it's been right-handed pitchers. So
that means Wells.
Yeah. What was that, Erika?
That means Wells will be starting the next couple games, so that's good.
I'm actually surprised that Boone put him at the day after a night game. I'm shocked at that.
Oh,
like, that shows growth, bro.
That really does. Out of your lineup, by your third best hitter out of your lineup. That's just crazy.
Even if you don't want to catch him every day, there's a DH spot that you could put him at. Especially if Stanton was like yesterday would have been a good time to do it. Stanton wasn't starting. So why didn't you just have Wells in the DH spot, just give him a day off from catching? And you could have put Trevino out there because I was talking about this in length yesterday. I don't know if you were in there, NFE, we were talking about it, but Wells has done a phenomenal job hitting wise, but his framing needs some. I
did hear that, and
I was going in on that fact because, like I said, when I played, I was a former catcher, and I was like, "Yo, Wells' framing needs to be better next year." I'm not going to give him too much of a hard time now, but next year, get better at that.
And I think that's something he could improve on. I think he will improve on. I have all the confidence in Austin Wells. So, he's shown that he can hit. I mean, clearly, catching wise, yeah, the framing, I was listening to that. I was actually driving when you were talking about it, and I was like, no, Ace, you know what? Ace is right. I'm not disagreeing with that. His framing could be better. Defensively, he has gotten a little bit better defensively. Well, I don't want to say a little bit better. He's gotten a lot better defensively. I mean, he still has his moments, no doubt. I mean, he had his moment yesterday. That was just a bad throw to third base yesterday, but well, and especially in a game like that, I was like, watch, like they're just gonna. It looked like little league ball there for a moment. So, no, Wells, absolutely. I think he is our. I'm gonna say it. He is our catcher. He is our catcher. I like Trevino, but it needs to be Wells being played every day. I know it's inevitable. Trevino is going to play, but he needs to be playing like twice a week or something. I was shocked, like you, that this guy even played yesterday. I didn't think he was going to. Giancarlo being benched, I'm not shocked about that. But yeah, at least he's in the lineup today. So I like the lineup that they have. They just need to go out there and make something happen. They just need to go out there and play. These guys get paid plenty of money to play the sport. So, yeah, let's see what they do. But Ace, you're calling the game, right?
Yeah, I'll be live in what time is it? 1:11. Yeah, I'll be live in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm actually calling today's game, but I'll still pop in and say what's up.
Yeah,
though. I'm always gonna show love as always. And I know Erika, you're probably gonna be hanging out somewhere and.
Yeah, I'm going to a sports bar to watch the game with some family. So
yeah.
So I'll be yelling at their TVs instead of.
So there won't be no camera footage of you yelling.
No. Yeah, do that in public, and I don't keep it in public. I yell and scream in front of all the people that are also eating at the restaurant. I don't care. So, should be fun.
Yeah. So yeah, eating plenty of food. What are y'all eating? Anything lined up for lunch or not hungry?
I'm starving. This place has really good burgers, so I'm probably going to get a mushroom burger. I'm actually thinking about it right now. So I'm about to head out.
Yeah. What you got to do?
I will thank you guys for having me. It was great meeting you, Ace.
Likewise.
But yeah, hopefully they could win this. This isn't like the Nationals, right? The Cardinals, you still got some dogs in the lineup with Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt. But like I said, the Yankees have to protect their home. Can you win a series at home, please? Like, come on. It's unacceptable. Like, we're paying a lot of money in chicken buckets for you guys to come out and lose series at home. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. And let's go Yankees.
Yeah, no, Erika, as always, thanks for coming on. You always bring you always got some good knowledge about the game, about baseball, about the Yankees. So enjoy yourself. Don't pass out. Don't let your blood pressure rise.
I'm sure I'll text you and something silly will happen. I'll be like, ah.
No, I know you will. I'll keep the phone by me and I'm like, oh, let's see what she has to say. So
yeah.
Didn't you say your birthday was coming up too? I caught that on a stream a couple days
ago.
Yeah,
my birthday is actually tomorrow.
Oh, well, happy early birthday. Enjoy it. Hopefully the Yankees get a win for you. So
I hope so too. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
All
right. Have a good day. What are you about to munch on? You about to munch on anything, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna head out of here as well. First and foremost, appreciate you for having me on, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, that we've known each other for a couple of weeks already. You know what I'm saying? We've had good dialect with each other, stuff like that. Love to have you come on my channel as well.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I've already reached out, talked to you a little bit about how I'm having you come on with Max and stuff like that. Love the channel. Everybody, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. So close to 1,000, guys. So make sure that where you at right now?
You know what? Let me check, bro. Where am I at? I am at. So right now, 896 subscribers. So, folks, if there's 4 people out there that are watching this, and you're new, and you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this channel out. Let's get this channel to 900.
Yep.
Let's get it to 1,000 eventually. I would love to get to 1,000 by the end of the season.
That's very obtainable. But you can get there.
Well, yeah, thank you. And Ace, you're killing it over there. I know we've been talking for like a couple of weeks, bro. But I like what you bring to the table, man.
Appreciate
so I love interacting with you guys over there. and you got a good group of people over there, man, and you do a good job. And I always appreciate other people's takes, even if it's different than mine. I don't, that's what makes us fans. We're not going to all have the same takes on this. And I know the Jason Dominguez thing, we could keep going on and on and on about this. And, I made my case about Dominguez, but I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me on it. And that's fine. Like I said, I want the man up here. I do, but I'm trying to think of from the Yankees perspective too, from a business perspective. So, I got to keep that in mind because us fans, we do get quite emotional.
I'll be talking about it in length. I actually have my stream set up for 10 minutes, 5 minutes earlier than what I usually go on for because I know people are going to want to talk about it. But yeah, I got to head out of here. I got to start setting up my stream. As far as food wise, I might go get some Spanish food later.
Ooh, okay.
I might go get some Sundays are a good day for Spanish food. There's a good spot about 20 minutes from me called the Rican Chef that makes some A+ steak sandwiches, bro. So I know I had to get some of that with some pening on the side, some arroz con gandule maybe. I don't know. We'll see, but it's a good day to eat good, especially if they're early day, 1:35 game, so it should be over by about 5. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But appreciate you for having me on, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Make it happen, bro. Folks, Ace, again, thank you for coming on. I love to do this again. I will definitely want to jump on with you on your show and make that happen. And folks, make sure you guys subscribe to the Ace Avenue. Let me post that link again.
Appreciate
just
that.
So people could see it. Yeah, absolutely, man. There's that link, folks. So if you haven't subscribed to the Ace Avenue, make sure you go check out my guy. Does an extremely good job. So support all your local content creators. Ace, thank you, bro. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
And good luck on your stream. I'll pop in, say what's up. Pop in, and I'll throw you a raid.
I will.
I do.
Thank you, my bro. But shout out to the Ace and Rodney, bro. Another membership gifted. Thank you so much. Yeah, what I was saying, D-Rod, and I'm going to wrap it up here pretty soon. What I was saying was the thing with Dominguez is that they're trying to preserve his rookie status. I do understand fans want him up. I do understand the idea of him, of wanting him to play every day. I get that. But who's to say if he would play every day? If he doesn't play every day, then he's going to ride the bench. Then it's going to fall into this thing of like, why is Verdugo playing? Why is how come not Dominguez? And I'm trying to see it from the Yankees' point of view, right? I do understand from the fan point of view why fans are upset. I get it. I understand. I do get it. But that's just my take on it. All right. I'm not, I try to have my own opinions, but before I give my own opinions, I try to think about the situation first before I give my opinions. So, and that's that. All right. But anyway, I could go on and on for hours about this, but folks, I am going to wrap it up here. I want to thank each and every one of you for jumping on and joining me in this conversation. So, Exactly, D-Rod. Yes, this was something. This was something I wanted to say, but again, we were going to talk about this Dominguez thing for hours on end. So, and all right, Rodney, you're gonna buy 100 when I get to 1,000. That's what's up, man. But that's awesome. But yeah, folks, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Join me for the play-by-play. Join me for the play-by-play. We're going to call the play-by-play for the Yankees and Cardinals. So let's hope the Yankees can take the series. It's another rubber game, which I know we're all used to. Let's see what the Yankees can do. Let's see what they can make happen. Let's hope for a win. Thank you, Ronnie. You're the man, bro. You're the man. But folks, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. Let's get to 900, folks. Let's get to 900. That way we can start the month off with 900 subscribers and work towards that 1,000. So appreciate you all coming on. Thank you all for coming on. Shout out to Erika. Shout out to the Ace Avenue for coming on and joining me. It was a great conversation. Love the both of them. Love having them on here. So thank you to you two for coming on and giving your perspective. All right. As always, everyone's perspective is always welcome. So thank you all, and I'll see you all in 10 minutes. Have a good one, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. Whoop.